What's going on, everyone? This is Ecos Blacks here for PSGL F11 at Zandvoort, as you have some pretty good history at Zandvoort and PSGL. We've had one race here and we won it in F13 a couple seasons ago, but as you see here, had a good start qualifying, or at least trying to do my first run. I messed up and crashed, so we're out on the same tires, and yeah, we're going to try to cut a lap, but it wasn't really a lap that I was happy with. It was just a lot of mistakes in it, and as you see, only P14. But I knew there was a lot more time left in it. I definitely thought we could get a 10 something, so I think a 10-7, 10-8 probably, but as you see, going through turn 1 here, we get to the gas, but the car just doesn't have the grip that we want and completely snaps on us. So yeah, we're going to be starting in the back. We will move up one spot because the Ferrari has a 5-place grid penalty, so that should work out for us. But I think we could have did maybe a 0.9, a 0.8, something like that. We definitely had the pace for that. So
P7, something like that, maybe.
yeah, my teammate isn't racing today, so I'm with the reserve teammate today. But anyways, coming to 5 lights out, and there we go. As we're off, and we get a really good start. We go around the Aston Martin, and space opens up. We have a good bit of space in front of us on the outside, so we take it. Just not to run in the back of nobody. You see there's cars off and just a whole bunch of chaos. And I didn't trust Alfa Romeo leaving me space, so I kind of just let him have it. And yeah, already we're up to P12 on the fastest tracks and with a few medium runners in front of us. So I'm feeling pretty good here. I think we are pretty much in a great spot for some good points today. And yeah, I didn't really have a good understanding of the cars. You see here, I hit the curb and I spun out, and the Ferrari that had the 5-place grid penalty actually DNF'd, and there's a virtual safety car. But yeah, like I was saying, I didn't have really the feel I was looking for with the setup. It's just, I don't know, as you see a McLaren now is out, and that actually caused a safety car, which I think you could get to the end on the medium, on the hards at this track, or at the hard, with the hard, because you know, obviously the hards are a very durable tire, and as you see, there are a lot of guys going to the hard tires. And as we go, you can see another Ferrari has lagged out, and the AlphaTauri is actually trying to get by me, but luckily with my straight line speed, he couldn't manage to make that work, and I didn't want to turn in on him, but he went for dive, so I let him have it. But now is where the fun part begins. We are gonna have to start defending like crazy versus the guys behind. So moving out of the final corner, you can see here the AlphaTauri is right on my back, the back of me, and the straight line speed we have, you can see we're actually kind of pulling him. I think he turned the ERS off. So yeah, the straight line speed is looking pretty good. But I was pretty sure from the way it was looking that once I ran out of battery, he was going to get by me. So yeah, moving on to the next lap, you see here he is setting up another pass as he hit the ERS earlier than me, and that's actually giving him forward momentum. So I have to go defensive, and he goes around the outside. We're running him just out of room, but he actually hits the curb and loses the back end. But I felt like I definitely left enough space there, just enough, and he just lost it on the curb. So now the Haas is going to try and get by us, and you see me trying to defend. I go defensive, and he runs in the back of me, but I actually brake too early, and that gave the Haas just enough of his car, the side mine, to just creep out in front of me. And there he gets the spot done. So now moving on to the next lap, you see I was trying to stay on the Haas's DRS, but You know, it is really hard with those many times. They're coming out this corner. I lose it back in. The AlphaTauri hits me, and then he hits the Aston Martin, and I believe the AlphaTauri DNF off that. And now we have Mighty Wombat behind us, trying to hold him off. As here he comes, and I think he thought about it, and I'm kind of leaving him enough space. So I don't want to turn in on him, and you know, just respect things. Don't turn in on people. So now this lap, I thought about pitting, but I actually decided to keep going one more lap and get like a little bit fresher tires towards the end of the race. And coming off this corner again, we actually decided to stay out one more time because I want to see if we can get a safety car. And now moving to one, we hold him off once again. So his straight line speed isn't the best, but this lap, this is the lap we're gonna pit. So we're gonna hit pit road and put on the medium tires.
Perfect job.
Now we're off as there's Alfa Romeo ahead of me, but I think he just came in. You see, he just came into the pit.
Fighting hard for these points.
And now we're gonna have to go heat these tires up now. And be careful on this exit because this is a pit road exit. It's a very tight. You can easily get wing damage. Trying to get up through the gears. Spinning the tires, and now moving on. You can see as we go through here, there is a spin ahead of us, and that's actually right van as we went up through some of the laps because nothing was really happening. We were just trying to hunt these guys down, and now during on lap 30, you can see the gap to the Haas is 5.2, but now you can see it's actually going down a lot, and I think he definitely made a mistake. So now we have a chance at P5 here, and I believe the Mercedes is actually going to pit here because I don't think he thought he thinks he can make it to the end. So I'm thinking that the two Williams also probably can't make it because I know they're going to the end. So it must be pretty nip and tuck with the tires. But now moving on to the final corner, the Mercedes had gotten in our DRS, but we're in the DRS of the Haas, and now we're going to use our batteries to get by them and move up into fourth place. And I was praying that one of the front runners had a problem so I could possibly get a podium. I wanted that podium so bad. But as you see here, moving out of the final corner, no one made a mistake, and that was pretty much the end of the race. So probably one of my best races defending. I had to defend like crazy. Luckily, straight line speed is everything here on this game. It's just so important. And it proved today why. I let the leader get 7 seconds, and it basically was enough for him to win. So, and I think he won with a pretty big gap too.
To hold off everybody.
Driver of the day as well. So Zandvoort has treated me pretty well. It hasn't been terrible here. I think if I had a little bit more pace though, it probably could have been a podium, but I didn't really have the pace, you know, like I did in F13. So, yeah. Moving on into the podium, as I won with the AlphaTauri here. This guy's gonna win too. I think his name is Donique, or something like that. I don't really know how to say it, but yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much all that. You know, felt like you know, it was pretty nice to get some points on the board for Red Bull and for ourselves, because we're only 16 points back. That is literally a race win away from the championship lead. So it's just about who can be most consistent, and the next two tracks are going to be very big on consistency because Canada and Monaco are very easy to crash out in. So we could get a lot of points there. Maybe we can even get a win there if we just do the right thing. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about what's to come over the next couple of weeks, as Canada is this Sunday in a couple of days as at the time of this recording. So yeah, I'm very excited to see what happens. And yeah, Monaco, not so excited for. I've not had a good record at Monaco. I do have a podium in, I guess you call a league, but it's meh. Yeah, so now the championship standings. As you'll see here, we did make a little bit of progress, moving up a little bit into the top 10, top 12 actually, nearly the top 10. But yeah, we move up into the top 12, which isn't too bad. I mean, for the start we had, not getting no points in the first 2 races, it was pretty bad. So now, and also we move up to P8 in the constructors, tied with Alpine. So yeah, keep fighting. See you guys in Canada. This is Ecos Blacks. I will see you guys later.